FEI Icons is a series looking back at the careers of some of the most successful and influential equestrian athletes of the 21st century. In this episode, we are focusing on one of the most revered names in the world of show jumping today, a man that goes by the nickname Swedish Steel, Peder Fredricson.
Close your eyes. This is one of the most historic days of this sport.
Peder started his career as an eventer, and at the age of 20 he became Sweden's youngest ever equestrian Olympian at the 1992 Barcelona Games as part of the eventing team. In the early 2000s, Peder made the switch to show jumping, and 12 years after his Olympic debut, he was on the Swedish team that took the silver in Athens, finishing second behind the USA. At the 2016 Rio Olympics, he claimed another silver medal, this time in the individual competition, where he was the only rider not to have a fence down in all 6 rounds of jumping, losing out to veteran Nick Skelton in the jump-off. We caught up with Peder in the summer of 2017, prior to the prestigious FEI European Championships that were about to take place in Gothenburg and would become a career-defining championships for the Swede.
To represent the country is always, I think, the biggest thing. And to win individual is fantastic, but to win a team competition is almost even a greater feeling, because then you win it together, and you win it, shared joys is great. I think the European Championship in Gothenburg is going to be a really big thing for Swedish show jumping. You have pressure both from yourself and there's high expectations from others, but that's what we want, that's why we do it. It's a great feeling to have that pressure on you. You just have to make sure you can handle it. And but I like it.
The championships took place over 5 jumping rounds. Fredricson arrived at the Ullevi Stadium as part of the team selected by chef de keep Henrik Anker Kroner. He was joined by Henrik von Eckermann, Malin Bayard Jonsson and Douglas Lindelow. Sweden had never won the team gold at a European Championships before, and only once had a Swedish rider taken individual honours back in 2011 when Rolf Goran Bengtsson took gold in Madrid. First up was the speed class. A foot-perfect round from Peder saw him go to the top of the individual standings, and with solid performances coming from the rest of the team, Sweden lay in 3rd place heading into round 2 of the team competition. The Swedish team would maintain their momentum. Another beautifully navigated clear from Peder and H&M All In would keep the pressure on Switzerland, and when Steve Gerdat had one rail down, the Swedes moved into pole position. Round 3 would be a different story. Henrik von Eckermann went clear, but with a time fault. Malin Bayard Jonsson retired, meaning that the 9 penalties that Douglas Lindelow incurred had to be counted. When Peder Fredricson entered the arena, Sweden were lying in 2nd place. The pressure was on Fredricson to go clear, as penalties would have seen them drop into the bronze medal position or off of the podium entirely.
And of course, this is an unbelievably important moment for Sweden and also for Peder.
If he has one down, they slip out of them.
And that's it.
They slip out below
Germany.
They're below Belgium at the moment. Yeah. 1 down.
If they've 1 down there, yeah, 1 down, they go into 4th.
Into 4th place.
Oh. See Peder breathing and breathing and breathing, dealing with the pressure, keeping himself breathing as he keeps going along. Very obvious to see with him. Keep breathing out. Don't let the tension come into your body. And just let All In do what he does best. Takes an extra stride there. Would have been a bad job if he knocked down the Henderson Moritz jump. Phil, what happens if he has a time fault? I'm watching Peder.
He can have 1 time.
Oh, he hit that.
He can have 1 time fault to stay in silver.
Right.
2, they go into bronze.
Right.
and then Switzerland gets
Oh, he's
silver.
going over the inside shoulder. Come on, all in. Come on, Peter, you've got to jump this one.
He does.
He's jumped it, and
Plenty of time to get
Yes!
home. He's gone clear.
Yes!
That's raised the roof. Well,
what amazing show jumping this is. Amazing sport.
Sweden clinch the silver medal. Switzerland get bronze.
A silver medal for the Swedish team coming in here is a huge achievement. Those three countries that have taken the medals, they have fought so hard to get these medals, and when we look at it, it was a nail-biting finish to the end.
Right now I'm just really happy. I'm so proud of all my riders. It was a bit up and down today, but all in all, I'm just super happy. He just goes from one fence to the next, and it's just so smooth, and the horse is jumping, and they're just like one.
The team for Sweden, ladies and gentlemen.
I was very happy with the way my horse jumped, and to be able to take Sweden to Team Silver was a fantastic feeling. I'm very happy, very happy. This was very important because we've been looking forward to this championship for a long time, and our goal was to take a medal, and we did it at home, and it feels great. I'm very happy.
The top 25 riders went through to compete in the individual competition, and Peder Fredricson was remarkably on a score of 0 after the first 3 rounds of jumping. Round 4 began with less than a fence separating the top 5, meaning that there was little room for error.
I can hardly bear to watch, Phil. It's still first round. I don't know what it's going to be like when we get down to the magic 12.
Hear a pin drop in the stadium, Jess.
Yeah, but it's wonderful. The Swedes have really come to see this stadium really full of people. We mustn't forget that you can seat 40,000 people in this stadium, so there's an amazing turnout here. And of course they've mainly come here to see if this man can wield the gold medal for their country. He's been foot perfect so far, but the pressure that is on him now is humongous. Very deep on that, got away with it.
It sounded worse than it was, did it?
He has to keep the concentration now. Good that he jumped that. He walked that distance about 4 times with his brother. So this is the last big test. He's far off that. Come on, all in.
Oh. 1 to go. The man on 0. Will he go into the top 12 on that 0 penalties? Yes, he will. Well, yes, 4 rounds of absolutely top draw jumping for Peder Fredricson.
It's absolutely incredible, and there is nothing in it.
In the 5th and final round, the individual medals would be decided by the final 3 riders. Smulders needed to go clear to keep himself in the bronze medal position, whilst keeping the pressure on Cian O'Connor and Peder Fredricson.
Come on, Don.
1 for the bronze. And he's got it! Absolutely tremendous. 0.3 of a second inside the time, and tears all round. Harry Smulders is in with a medal and at least a bronze. He goes into the #1 spot here in Gothenburg. For Ireland. Cian O'Connor, wonderful good luck.
And is this the quest for gold, or is this the quest for silver? Not showing any tiredness, not showing any weakness. Extreme concentration. Oh!
That's put him into...
That puts Harry into silver.
Harry into silver, and Cian has got to stay clear for the rest of the round to get a medal. That's put him into bronze.
Well, that was certainly not a mistake that we expected. He has to bring him home. He has to bring him home now to keep himself a medal. Good shot in.
Plenty of time on the clock. Jumps the last clean. finishes on 6.25. He will be disappointed with that. And the question is, Jess, will Peder Fredricson or Harry Smulders?
Well, Peder Fredricson has now got a jump in hand, Phil,
Yeah.
which is an amazing situation to be in. Coming into a final like this, to have a jump in hand is, of course, an amazing moment. And he has got a jump and a time fault in hand. He does have time to take one breath on the way round, but he has a jump and a time fault. On a track like this, with a nervous situation that he's in, just to expect that is really amazing.
The culmination of the 2017 Longines FEI Individual Jumping Championship. Peder Fredricson for Sweden, jumping for individual gold in front of 30,000 Swedes here in Gothenburg.
And Harry Smulders, what must be going through his mind at this moment?
Offence and a time penalty in hand. Starts on 0.
Oh, really gets up there. Good boy, all in. Come on, all in. I think at this point, everybody in the stadium is really riding with Peder. They've been foot perfect, Phil, the whole way. Can they keep the concentration and the stamina to jump these last 2 lines? Oh, he makes an extra stride. It's only 1 line left, Phil. 1 line between Peder and All In and the title of European champions in their home country. Come on, All In. Ah!
If he just... Watch the clock.
Oh, he's got a time penalty.
He's okay. He has won individual gold here at the European Championships in Gothenburg.
I just tried to not think too much about how I was lying, and just tried to look at it as a normal competition. It wasn't so easy because, you know, riding at home and have the Europeans at home makes you extra eager to win. But I think I managed to stay pretty cool anyway, and my horse jumped great. It really is a really amazing horse. Oh, it means so much. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the team around me. We have so many people been working so hard for so long time to achieve this goal. So I'm so happy for myself and everybody else who made this possible.
An incredible achievement for Peder Fredricson on home soil. Join us after the break as we continue to look back at some of his best moments. Welcome back to FEI Icons, a series that looks back at the careers of some of the most successful and influential equestrian athletes of the 21st century. In 2018, Peder was part of the team that travelled to the FEI World Equestrian Games in Tryon, North Carolina, where the Swedish contingent would once again find themselves in the hunt for a team medal, but had to try and overcome a star-studded USA team who were undoubtedly one of the favourites.
I think we're strong. I think I've been to a few championships in my career, and you know, you can be the strongest team possible, and when it doesn't go your way, it just doesn't go your way. Sometimes one pole makes the difference between a gold and finishing 8th. So I think we've got a great group of horses. We've got a really great group of riders. And I think if we all ride well and compete well and the show jumping gods are with us, we have an excellent chance.
After the speed class, the Swedes were well out of contention for a medal, but they started to close the gap in round 1. Course designer Alan Wade had set a challenging track for the riders, and once again the pressure was on Peder as the anchor rider to deliver a clear round for his team.
He jumps clear inside this difficult 35 seconds. Will go into second place behind McLean Ward.
We know he's more than capable of doing it. It's a superb bit of riding so far.
Now the last line.
The Olympic
And
silver
going for the
medalist,
5.
European champion.
Pops
Oh,
through, just one to
fantastic.
go, 4 seconds to get home. He comes to the last, he clears it, he lands it, he stops the clock in 84.73. He goes into second place.
I think it was really tough. The time was short, it was questions all the way along, and you had to focus on the next fence all the time to get a good round. But I think it was a brilliantly built round.
In round 2, Henrik von Eckermann, Malin Bayard Jonsson and Fredrik Jonsson all produced clear rounds, meaning the 8 penalties that Peder picked up only affected his individual total and not the team score. The battle for gold between the USA and Sweden came down to the final rider. A clear for McLean Ward would win it for the Americans, one fence down and there would be a jump off.
If you've ever really wanted to watch a great round and yet you feel like not watching, this is the moment.
Right.
Now he
he's
has to
go
complete
clean. He has
on
to
this
not have another
score
rail.
within 82 seconds.
And just a little spun out there. He's got to pull this through. He's got to dig her out. And he's got to bring it
Rotted,
home.
Still there. Level with Sweden.
Oh, it was a little bit close.
One to go.
One to go.
Plenty of time on the clock. Will there be a jump off for gold here in Tryon at the 2018
Wow,
World Equestrian
yes.
Games?
Yes, a jump off.
There will. We have a jump off.
In the jump off, both teams would have 2 clears and a discard score, with the last line riders to go.
Peder Fredricson, European champion, H&M Christian K.
And Laura has put the pressure on. Must jump clean. Good shot, good shot.
Race to the last. It's got to be
He's quick,
clear.
He's quick. Will he make it?
And he flies it!
Clean round.
34.43. He's clear. That's 3 clears from Sweden.
Absolutely incredible. So McLean must go clear.
McLean Ward for the United States. Clinter. Target. Jump clear. Quicker than 34.64 for gold. Otherwise, it's silver and Sweden take gold.
Oh, she slipped. But he got her back up. Oh, wow. This is fast.
It needs to be.
1 to go.
1 to go.
And he's on the time.
34.64 if he clears this.
Yes!
They've got gold!
Yes! McLean did it! Yes, fantastic!
United States
Brilliant.
of America take team gold for the very first time at the FEI World Equestrian Games.
So the Swedish team would have to settle for a silver medal, but once again had showed how strong a nation they are in the team competition. Peder pipped to a team gold medal by the USA for the 2nd time in his career. The following April, Peder was back on home soil as the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup final came to Gothenburg, with the best riders from across the globe all looking to win the coveted trophy. After day 1 and the speed class, Peder was the leading Swedish rider, with world number 1 Steve Gerdat taking the victory. Round 2 was 1 round and a jump-off, with penalties then converted into points. Peder didn't disappoint the expectant home crowd, having changed horses from H&M All In to Catch Me Not, winning by the barest of margins.
Oh, bit struggling there through the turn. He's cross-countering a bit. Go on, Peder. Move. Move.
He's up on the clock. He's got a
Go
second
on.
in hand, but he's got to
Move.
keep
5
the pace
straight.
up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly.
Now the left turn.
Way to go. Yeah.
Motorbike
Peder.
set round the corner,
Oh,
just the oxer.
don't know.
He can do it. He flies the horse. That's going to take the roof off here. Into Gothenburg. Into the lead for Sweden, for our hosts here in Gothenburg. The European champion, Peder Fredricson, goes into the lead with Catch Me Not. Absolutely superb performance. 37.94.
I'm very happy with Catch Me Not. I think he jumped great. He's quite inexperienced on this level, but he really proved he's a good horse today. He's very open, you know, it's really, really tight. I think, we're only halfway and anything can happen. It's a totally new competition on Sunday, so we'll see.
One fence down in final 3A meant that Peder was still firmly in medal contention, but could not afford any further mistakes. In the final round of the competition, Daniel Deusser of Germany, who was in red-hot form, having won 3 of the qualifying legs on the way to the final, maintained his form, producing a superb clear.
Oh, gets a bit long there. Oh, get up.
Got out.
Yes, ho.
Still clear.
Ho.
One
Get
to
up.
jump. He
Yes.
gets the last. That is a superb round.
The pressure was on Peder to keep all the poles upright to remain on the podium.
Wow. Starts off really good again. Oh, steady. Yes. Whoops. Taps a little bit. Gets a good shot there. Oh, this is getting a bit hairy. Breathe, Peder, breathe. Oh.
Oh, close to the wall. 10 seconds to get home.
Oh, a bit far off
Jumps
there.
the
Oh,
oxter
he's
up
jumping
to
so
that.
good. Come on,
Absolutely.
Peder.
He's jumping better
Come on,
and better.
get up.
Can he get
Yes!
That's it,
Yes!
Peder. That's going to take the roof off this stadium. Well, Peder Fredricson, the European champion, Olympic silver medalist, puts in the performance of a lifetime. Once again, goes into the lead.
After that magnificent clear, all Peder could do was sit and watch as Martin Fuchs guided the brilliant Clooney clear to move ahead with only one rider to go, Steve Gerdat.
Oh, got away with that. 4 to go.
Lucky there.
4 obstacles.
Oh,
He won in 2015 and in
Steady.
16.
steady.
1 to go. This is
He's done it. He's done it.
tremendous. Gerdat the Great
He's
takes
unbelievable.
his 3rd title.
Gerdat took the World Cup title and joined an exclusive list of legends that have lifted the trophy 3 times. A great achievement for Peder and Catch Me Not to secure a podium finish after less than a year of competing together.
My horse jumped amazing. I knew I couldn't have a time fault, and I started off a bit slower than I thought. So halfway I took away some strides, and I lost a bit of control, but then I got it back, and it was great. It was great to be on the podium here in front of the home crowd, and I think it was a great show.
Peder's career has shown off his versatility as a horseman and showed that there is no one cooler under pressure. He will undoubtedly remain as an integral part of the Swedish setup for many years to come. Join us again soon when we will be reliving more memorable moments from some of the best equestrian athletes of the 21st century. From all of the team, it's goodbye for now.